This is the story of a woman who refused to be defined by her circumstances, a tale of resilience that will make you question everything you thought you knew about strength. Hello, I'm Sarah, and I am about to take you on a journey that will challenge your perceptions of what it means to be truly unbreakable. It's a story of triumph over adversity, of rising from the ashes when all hope seems lost. So buckle up, because this roller coaster of emotions is about to begin. You know, when I first heard about Maria's story, I couldn't believe it. Here was a woman who had everything: a successful career, a loving family, and a bright future ahead. But in the blink of an eye, it all came crashing down. And yet, somehow, she found the strength to rise again. How? Well, that's what we're here to uncover. Music intensifies picture thing, and Maria is driving to work, her mind filled with plans for the day ahead. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a truck veers into her lane. The sound of screeching tires fills the air, and in that moment, Maria's world turns upside down. Literally, the crash was devastating. Maria's car was a mangled wreck, and she was rushed to the hospital, clinging to life by a thread. The doctor's prognosis was grim. If she survived, they said she might never walk again. Can you imagine? In an instant, everything she had worked for, everything she had dreamed of, seemed to slip away. But here's where our story takes an unexpected turn. Because Maria, she didn't just survive, she thrived. And it all started with a simple realization: strength isn't about never falling, it's about always rising. You see, as Maria lay in that hospital bed, her body broken but her spirit intact, she made a decision. She decided that this accident, this tragedy, wasn't going to be the end of her story. It was going to be the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where she would redefine what it meant to be strong. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sarah, that's easier said than done. And you're right. It wasn't easy. There were days when the pain was so intense that Maria could barely breathe. Days when the simplest tasks seemed like insurmountable challenges. But here is the thing: Maria understood something that many of us forget. Challenges aren't the end. They're the beginning of a stronger you. Let me take you to one of those moments. It's 3 months after the accident, and Maria is in physical therapy. The goal? To stand up for 10 seconds. Just 10 seconds. For most of us, that's nothing. But for Maria, it might as well have been climbing Mount Everest. The first attempt, she falls. The second, she falls again. By the 5th attempt, she's in tears, ready to give up. But then, something inside her shifts. She looks at her therapist and says, "One more time." And you know what? On that 6th attempt, she stands for 11 seconds. It's a small victory, but it's a victory nonetheless. And it teaches Maria an invaluable lesson. Pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. From that moment on, every challenge becomes an opportunity. Every setback becomes a setup for a comeback. But Maria's journey wasn't just about physical recovery. It was about mental and emotional strength too. Because let's face it, when life knocks you down, it's not just your body that takes a hit. It's your confidence, your self-belief, your very sense of who you are. There were nights when Maria would lie awake, haunted by doubts. What if I never fully recover? What if I can't provide for my family? What if I'm never the person I used to be? These questions would swirl in her mind, threatening to drag her into despair. But here's where Maria's true strength shone through. Because she realized something profound. The only battle she needed to win was the one against her own doubts. Everything else? That was just noise. So Maria started a new routine. Every morning, before she even got out of bed, she would look in the mirror and say, "I am strong. I am resilient. I am unstoppable." At first, it felt silly, forced. But as the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, something magical happened. She started to believe it. And you know what? The world started to believe it too. Her colleagues, inspired by her determination, rallied around her. Her family, in awe of her resilience, became her biggest cheerleaders. Even strangers, hearing her story, found hope in their own struggles. 1 year after the accident, Maria did something that doctors had once thought impossible. She walked across a stage to accept an award for her work in disability advocacy. But here's the kicker, she didn't just walk. She danced. As the audience rose to their feet in a standing ovation, Maria twirled and swayed, her movements a testament to the power of the human spirit. In that moment, she wasn't just a survivor. She was a warrior, a beacon of hope for anyone who's ever felt broken, defeated, or lost. And that, my friends, is the true power of Maria's story. It's not just about one woman's triumph over adversity. It's about the potential that lies within each and every one of us. The potential to rise, to grow, to become stronger than we ever thought possible. Because here's the truth, we all face challenges. We all have moments when we feel broken, when the world seems too dark, too cruel. But Maria's story reminds us that those moments don't define us. It's how we respond to them that matters. So the next time life knocks you down, remember Maria. Remember that strength isn't about never falling, it's about always rising. Remember that challenges aren't the end, they're the beginning of a stronger you. Remember that pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. And most importantly, remember that the only battle you need to win is the one against your own doubts. As we come to the end of this incredible journey, I want you to take a moment, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what challenge am I facing right now? What's holding me back? And what would happen if, like Maria, I decided to rise? Because here's the thing, you are stronger than you know. You are more resilient than you believe. And you have the power to write your own story of triumph. So go out there, face your challenges head on, rise from your setbacks, dance in the face of adversity, because you, my friend, are unbreakable. That's it for this video. If Maria's story has inspired you, let me know in the comments below. Share your own stories of resilience, of rising from the ashes. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more powerful, life-changing stories that will challenge you, inspire you, and remind you of the incredible strength that lies within you. Until next time, remember, you are strong, you are resilient, you are unstoppable. Goodbye, and keep rising.